Hey everyone, and welcome back to Vocal Flair, where we teach you everything you need to know about voiceover recording in the home studio. My name is Kyle Shevlin, and I'm back again with another tutorial for you guys this week. This time we're going to be talking about different microphones, specifically condenser and dynamic microphones, the differences between them, and why you might use one over the other for different situations in the studio. So let's get right into it. Now, I've written about this before, so I won't spend a whole lot of time going into the specific details, but I do want to cover the basic differences between condenser microphones and dynamic microphones. First, condenser microphones require 48-volt phantom power, and by this I mean they require a power source in order to work. So most of the time this will be supplied by your audio input-output interface, and you'll probably have a button that says phantom power, and you click that on, and that's what's going to enable a condenser microphone to work. You might see this on a live soundboard if you do any live sound, and also certain microphones might even come with their own power supply that you need to plug in order for them to work. If you don't have power going to a condenser microphone, they just won't work, and I'd hate for you to waste time trying to figure out what's going on when all it is phantom power. Dynamic microphones, on the other hand, are passive in nature and don't require power to work. However, this brings up point number 2 in the differences between them. Dynamic microphones generally need a lot more preamp gain in order to create a signal level that's loud enough to be usable. So I'm going to put a picture up on the screen right now. This is my propeller head balance audio interface that I use. It's a 2-input, 2-output interface. I currently have the condenser mic in the top or the left channel, and the dynamic mic in the bottom or right channel. And as you can see, the condenser mic requires far less preamp gain than the dynamic mic, and I'm going to get about the same level when you listen to my recordings in a little bit. So this brings us to our third difference. Because you need different amounts of preamp gain and there's different sensitivities to the microphone, you generally have a distinct EQ difference between the two microphones. Condenser microphones will tend to be clearer and brighter, and they also are more sensitive. They tend to pick up articulations in the voice, including breathing, lip smacking, and tongue clicking in your mouth, which can be undesirable, but it is that clarity that gives you a nice, clear audio image of your vocalist or you. Whereas dynamic microphones, on the other end, tend to have a little bit of a high-end roll-off, so they're not so clear, and they sound warmer because of it. And because dynamic microphones are a lot less sensitive, they're really ideal for people in home studios that aren't in the quietest of environments. Of course, you'd like to be able to get your studio room or space as quiet as you can, preferably with some acoustic treatment to absorb noises, but not all of us are in perfect situations, and a dynamic microphone can go a long way to reducing room noise and ambient noise that happens from outside or even nearby. With all that being said, why don't we go ahead and listen to an example of a condenser mic and then a dynamic mic. So I'm going to hit play here on the transport bar. This is a recording with a condenser microphone from about 8 inches away. As you can hear, it is much brighter and much more sensitive, and also picks up more room noise because of it. This is a recording of a dynamic microphone from about 4 inches away, and as you can probably hear, it is a little warmer in tone due to the lack of high-end clarity, and a little less sensitive. So there you go. There's the basic differences between a condenser mic and a dynamic microphone right there for your ears. You can hear the EQ difference, and you can probably hear the room noise difference too. All I did to affect those vocals is I gave them a small high-pass filter of about 90 hertz to remove some of the low-end rumble, but you could see they're about the same level despite having very different preamp gain settings. And I hope you can see how you get benefits and some negatives from both microphones. So when you're in the home studio, start experimenting with these different mics, see which ones work best for you, and see if you might need different microphones in different situations. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoy it and come back again. Thanks.